This lesson will show you how to book, take deposit, and take payment for a Botox or filler appointment. Clients who wish to book a filler or Botox appointment must call to book. These appointments are not available to book online. The reason for them having to call is that we need to go ahead and take a $75 deposit for either a Botox or a filler appointment. Now we're going to go through how to book a Botox or filler appointment. You would go to Dr. Collinger or any doctor that is on staff. You want to make sure they're always booking an appointment on the 30-minute mark. So 2, 2:30, 3, 3:30, 4, 4:30, 5, 5:30. This will ensure that we get as many bookings as possible. Dr. Collinger may be available between 6 and 7 if there is a high demand. Otherwise, you will leave the block lunch. But let's say in the event that we're completely booked up and clients are still calling, you may open him up from 6 to 7. But again, this is subject to change. So please keep an eye on the books and read all the information we provide you. So to book an appointment, you would go to Dr. Collinger, and you're always going to book what we call a Botox filler appointment. So if you enter Botox, it should pop up as the first service. Go ahead and select that, select the client, and book the appointment. Immediately after booking the appointment, you're going to have to take the deposit from the client. So you're going to click on the right of the mouse and you're going to take the deposit. From here, you're going to want to add payment. Most likely the client's going to be calling you, so you will not be able to swipe the card, so you would want to enter the card manually. Making sure that you enter all the information that they request, otherwise it will decline the charge. The only time that you would be using the booker to tender out a transaction would be for a deposit. So you go ahead and you're going to put the $75 deposit, and you're always going to select to use to save for future use. Anytime you enter a credit card here and you see this option, you're always going to select to have it saved for future use. Then you're going to go ahead and add that payment. And you're going to go ahead and add deposit. It's going to say deposit is greater than balance. You press OK. Take deposit. Perfect. Now let's say on the day that Kayla Castro comes in for her appointment, you'll see that she has a deposit on file. You see that she has a credit card on file. You're going to go ahead and leave it like that. And then when the doctor comes back with the slip telling you what the client got, you would go to take payment. You would go ahead and add items. You're going to add the service. So if it's Botox, you're going to choose Botox. If it's a Voluma, you would choose a Voluma. So let's say that we're choosing Voluma today. It's a quantity of 1. You choose the doctor, you add to order. As you will see, it's $975. We already have a $75 deposit, so the balance due is $900. From here, you're going to tender out per usual. So you're just going to add more payment. For some reason, on multiple occasions, it's not allowing me to do that. So sometimes you may have to come out of the screen to be able to add more payment. So then what you're going to do is you're going to tender it out as usual using cash equivalent, and you're going to tender it out on Clover based on what they select to use. And that is how you take a deposit, this is how you add the service, and this is how you take payment. One thing to note is when it's Botox, when you're adding a Botox to an order, you will have to add the quantity so that way it can calculate. So if they got 50 units, you would have to add the 50 units. Dr. Collinger will provide you with the quantity at checkout. Okay? Now, let's say that Kayla calls in time to cancel her appointment. She's calling before 24 hours, which means she would get her deposit back. So in the event that that happens, how you would refund that client is you would go there, take payment, and because the order is available for refund, you would go down here, you would refund that $75 back to the credit card, and the client will get their deposit back. If you have any questions, let us know.